Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajjana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vigari Jayo Radha Madhava Radhe Jayo Jagannatha Jayo Baladeva Shubhadramayi Jaya Sudachana Jaya Krishna Balaram Jaya Krishna Balaram Krishna Balaram Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Tamaham Vande Shri Guru Dinatanam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Hare Krishna. Welcome all the devotees for Nityam Bhagavata Sevya. I seek blessing from all the devotees so that I can speak Bhagavatam in the Parampara for the pleasure of Guru and Hare Krishna. Today we'll be reciting the second canto, question by Parikshit, sloka number 25 and 26. You can all recite along with me. Atra pramanam he Bhagavan paramesti yatatma bhu apare cha anustityanti purvasam purva jakritam. Sloka number 26. Prayanti Brahman Anusanant Ami Piyato Achuta Pyasam Tat Abhi Vinitra Divine Grace H.G. Bhakti Vedanta Srila Prabhupada Jai Srila Prabhupada. Translation 25. O great sage, you are as good as Brahman. The original being. Others follow the customs only, as followed by the previous philosophical speculator. It may be argued that Sukadeva Goswami is not only the because there are many other sages and their followers. Contemporary or Vyasadeva or even the prior to him, there were many other great sages such as Gautama, Kanda, Gemini, Kapila, Asvatkara, and all of them have presented the philosophical path by themselves. The Patanjali is also one of them. These 6 great rishis have their own way of thinking, like modern philosophers and mental speculators. The difference between 6 philosophical paths put forward by the and that is that of the Sukadeva Goswami, as presented in Srimad Bhagavatam, is that all the 6 sages mentioned above speaks the fact according to Sukadeva Goswami presented the knowledge which comes down directly from the Brahmaji, who is known as Atmabhu, or the born of and educated by Almighty Personality of Godhead. The Vedic transcendental knowledge descends directly from the Personality of God. By his mercy, Brahma, the first living being in the universe, was enlightened, and from the Brahmaji, the Narada was enlightened, and from the Narada, Vyasadeva was enlightened. Sukadeva Goswami was such a transcendental knowledge directly from the Vyasadeva. Thus, the knowledge being received from the chain of disciplic succession is perfect. One cannot be spiritual master in perfection unless and until one has received the same by disciplic succession. That is the secret of receiving the 6 great sages above thinkers, but their knowledge by mental speculation is not perfect. However, the perfect and empirical philosopher may be the presenting a philosophical thesis. Such a knowledge is never perfect because it is produced by an imperfect mind. Great sages also have their disciplic succession, but they are not knowledge does not come directly from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayana. No one can be in Narayana. Therefore, no one, for everyone's knowledge is dependent on the flickering mind. Mind is a material, and thus knowledge presented by material speculator is never transcendental and can never. Mundane philosophers, being perfect in themselves, disagree with other philosophers because a mundane philosopher is not a philosopher at all unless he presented his own theory. Intelligent persons like Maharaj do not recognize such a mental speculators, however the great they may be. But here of the authorities like Sukadeva Goswami, who is non-different from the Supreme Personality of Godhead by the Parampara system, as is specially stressed in the Bhagavad Gita. Direction and purpose. O learned Brahmana, because of my drinking the nectar of the message due to my fasting. But the disciplic succession from Brahma, Narada, Vyasa, Sukadeva Goswami is particularly different from others. The disciplic succession from other sages are simply the waste of time, being devoid of Achyuta Katha, message of the infallible Lord. The mental speculator can present their theories very nicely by reason and argument. Reason and argument are infallible, for they are defeated by better mental speculators. Maharaj Parikshit was not interested in any dry mind, but he was interested in the topics of the Lord because factually he felt that hearing such a nectarian message from the mouth of the Sukadeva Goswami, he was not feeling any exhausted. Even though he was fasting because of immune to death, one can indulge in hearing the mental speculator, but such hearing cannot endure for any length of time. One will be acquired ways of thinking and be satisfied hearing such a useless questions. The message of the Lord, especially from somebody like Sukadeva Goswami, can never be tiring, even though one may be exhausted for other causes. In some educators in Srimad Bhagavatam, the text of the last line of the verse reads, Antara Kupityat by immediate death by snake bite. The snake is also twice born, and its anger is compared to the curse of the Brahmana boy who was without good intelligence. Maharaj Parikshit was not at all afraid of death, for he was fully encouraged by the message of the Lord. One who is fully absorbed in Achyuta Katha can never be afraid of anything in this world. Namo Pangajanabhaya, Namo Pangajanetraya, Namo Pangajanabhaya, Namo Pangajamaline, Namo Pangajanetraya, Namaste Pangajangire, Bhukter Mahabir Yaima Pura Vibhur, Nirmaya Purushaha, Bhukter Guna Sodasa Sodasatmaha, Solangesha, Bhagavan Vasamshmi. Hare Krishna. Welcome once again for Nityam Bhagavatam. Today's sloka is very interesting. Why he don't want to listen to all 6 rishis, and why he is giving very important answers only. So this is how we have to understand from the outside world. Anybody can talk anything, but we should listen. Sloka, let us recap what we discussed yesterday. That's also very nice sloka we discussed. O great sage, representative of Lord, kindly satisfy me and all that I may not have inquired from you from the very beginning of my questions. Since I am soul surrender unto you, please impart knowledge in this condition. What Parikshit Maharaj, this is a conversation between Parikshit Maharaj and Sukadeva Goswami. Parikshit Maharaj is going on putting question to Sukadeva Goswami. Sukadeva patiently listening it. From sloka number 7 to 23, full of questions. And 24 onwards, he started again inquiry. Sukadeva Goswami, please talk about Krishna. I'm a very beautiful question. He is telling that I might have put you some questions. Some question I have not even asked you, but you are the great Guru, you should tell me the answer, because a Guru knows the devotee's mind. What is his inquisitive? What is but disciple may not able to put the question properly, but his mind is anchoring for that. That's what that we understood. And other thing also we took away yesterday, how we have to hear in a Bhagavatam class. Question we should ask. Okay, for that very analogy is your question. No, it is important that inquirer communicates with the person whom he is seeking clarification. So first we have to question to you. So you have to, okay. It is important he communicate his. I am very serious about your. He should feel it. Okay. He has a trust on the speaker. The third point is he should have faith on the Guru. That inspires. So what that result? Because you are trusting them. So this is the point we should. That what if you don't have faith, what happens? Well, let us take analogy of a small example, like when you are fall sick, you will go to a doctor, okay, and he will give prescription. After coming medicine, you will Google it whether this may only again, because you don't trust. Okay, so you doubt on the doctor. So similarly, Guru also, you doubting on the Guru, whatever he gives a answer to, is it solve my spiritual problem? So that doubt, what will happen, culminate into that, because you don't trust him, the medicine also will not work. So these are the two extremes. One is you should have faith, so you should surrender. Okay, how you are surrendering? So if you are going to doctor means you are surrendering to the material problem. Similarly, you should surrender to the for your spiritual problem. This is a very important message. The essence of the message is you should have trust. You should believe the doctor or Guru. That empowers the speaker and inspires. That gives a speaker inspires, and no one wants to waste time. See, if you go roadside, if you ask something, nobody will ask. This is what clarity is, that it's very clear. Parikshit Maharaj communication is he is telling that Sukadeva Goswami, I am said to you, please give me the knowledge which even the question which I didn't even ask, how much he is having faith. So with that background today, how he is having so much thing today is asking. Because there are why I was underlining this is today's sloka is continuation of that. The 6 rishis are sitting. They are very senior. Atri, okay. So all these big rishis are they are experienced. Philosophy, yoga, Ashtanga yoga, Dhanvantari. So there are so many philosophies they given it. Ashtanga, Jnana, and all they given. So that path. But when you compare all that, Sukadeva Goswami Bhagavatam is more powerful. We will try to understand today's class. From this. Sukadeva Goswami may say to, he is telling to Sukadeva Goswami telling to Parikshit Maharaj, there are different stages. As a humble devotee, he said there are so many sages are there. They might have visited you, because before Sukadeva Goswami, if you see the scene, before Sukadeva entered to the Naimisharanya Aranya, all the sages are already assembled. Vyasadeva, Narada Muni, Gautama Rishi. So if you see the first canto, so many Jambavans are come and they sat in front of you. He said that they might have visited you there, because Parikshit Maharaj sitting, king is sitting, so they are all come and assemble. They might have illuminated. Actually, so many argument will be going on. So each rishis will talk differently. So that was the first goes like that. So they might have given thrown some light on that. In spite of that, why are you asking me? It is humbly he is asking because so many people spoke, and what is the need for me to answer it? Then Parishma said that he replies, among all the sages, you are the authority like Brahma. See, this is the firm conviction we should have. You are like a Brahma because you are the first person heard from. You have karma from the parampara. You are telling it. While others among the previous sages, they perform action. So they perform the action in accordance to what they was done in the previous knowledge. Ashtanga Yoga, they might have siddhis, we call, no? They, from that they come up with many inter philosophy, they prepared it. Okay. So that is their sweet rice. If I don't learn from my mother or my wife, then I will tell my own style. Okay, put instead of water. Okay, so obviously it can happen. So these sages, they came with their own idea. They didn't take it from the parampara. This is first we should understand. Why you have to come sit in ISKCON and listen Bhagavatam is this is a different from the other preachers. Others may follows the previous authority. They might have somebody there, but you are not the original authority like Brahma. See, Parishit Maharaj, how putting the thing arguments. Okay. What Vishwanath Chakravarti also talks about was 24th sloka. The previously you have understood all of this from the other sages. He is very diplomatically saying already you heard all the questions. Okay. Now, why are you asking same question? Because if you see the question, no, so simple it is. He said that soul and body we know that, and he is very trickily is asking the body is a eternal, body is a dead body. Okay, it is never live. When soul enters the body only, the body is life. Otherwise, body is separate. Soul is like a on the hanger. Will the shirt walks? No. When you put in your body only, it can walk. No. Same way, when the soul enters the body, that walks. This is asking what two different concepts. It is joined accidentally by any purpose. They join each other. You got it. So this type of question, the first canto itself comes. Soul and body, all the story, which is common to all the sages. No. So he's saying already you heard it. No. So he says that. Then so Parishit Maharaj says that. Why are you asking me again? So why do you ask me again? Among all the sages, definitely you have authoritative. So they are also authority. Okay, you cannot. Though I know this subject, Parishit Maharaj said, though I know that subject, I asked about law. Even though I have some knowledge, but still I want it from your lotus mouth only. You are like a Brahma who by the how Brahma got the knowledge? Vishnu is giving, no? Om, he was meditating. That time he is imparting all Vedas to him. So Brahma is the first person who hears. Okay. So the knowledge of the meaning of the self-evidence, so that is Vedas. Some question may be simple. Generally, Prabhu is asking this so simple question. But when you hear that answer from the exalted sitting, is answer from mouth of him, no, the depth of realization touched the heart very deeply. That is the transaction. So why you had from the senior Prabhupada disciple or sometimes you will be hit. I couldn't. This class was very nice. I couldn't remember what he. Sometimes, but it should go when it enter into your heart. Then you remember. You never forget about that. Correct? You are like a Brahma, who by the mercy of the Lord become the knowledgeable of the meaning and self-evidence of Vedas. Okay, but you are the confirmed authority. Undertake action after studying and studying. So what is they studied on seeing what was done by the previous knower. Before the one of my friend is that he is RSS only. He reads some book and he writes books also. He one day I went to visit his house. He said that, yeah, why ISKCON is not writing any books? I said, boss, what to read? Who is there time? Who has have time to write books and all? You people, somebody written, you read and you write your own story. Here it is comes in parampara. I cannot add one sentence here. I cannot remove one sentence. It's Prabhupada written is that's end. Okay, so this is what the others what happened? They study something and they come up with their own speculation messages. But you are the confirmed authority. Parshit Maharaj is saying you are the confirmed authority. Okay, I wish you hear from. I want to hear from you only. See, this is a conviction we should have. Why we have to come sit in Bhagavatam class of ISKCON and listen? Because you get the direct message of Vishnu to Brahma to Narada, Vyasadeva, Sukadeva Goswami. Parampara it comes, Prabhupada, and it comes to your heart. So, whatever Vishnu told only medicine, it is perfect ghee, perfect honey. You got it? You understood? No? Here he said that, oh Brahmana, here he is referring to Sukadeva Goswami. My life here is not disturbed by fasting. What a beautiful sentence. He is saying that my life is not disturbed by fasting because 7 days he didn't eat and food, he didn't drink water, he didn't sleep also. He said that is not disturbed by life. Don't think I need regular break to eat and drink. See what a beautiful analogy is putting. I want a break. Here we say the Bhagavatam class. Prabhu, after 2 hours, you should give a break. I have to go for toilet. After 2 hours, you should give a break. I should have lunch. So our mindset is like that. Whether you sit by whichever class, you should take break. So here say that I don't think that I need a break and all. You talk about Krishna. Because I drink the nectar of Krishna. Why he is telling confidently Parshit Maharaj? I drink the nectar of Krishna. If it flows down from the ocean, speeches, how is flowing? Speech, no, it is coming like that. The tsunami type, it is coming. Therefore, I am thoroughly nourished. When it comes, I am thoroughly nourished. Okay. Which is emanating from your mouth. You are speaking whatever. I am getting nourished. Like when you are very tired of, no, if you take a hot shower, no, you feel very freshness you feel. Same way he says that by that the ocean of Krishna Katha is going, I am nourished. Okay. I am not the food or water, so you don't have to worry about that. Don't think I am not eaten and all. You go and speak about Krishna Katha. So what Vishwanath Thakur talks about this sloka. And you should not worry about my difficulties. Okay, when I am asking question, don't think of my difficulties because that should not it. Because some the speaker feels that when everybody sleeps in Bhagavatam class, what he'll do? He'll keep quiet. It should not be the same. My life. What is the reason why I am not disturbed? I drink the nectar of Krishna Kathas. So the angry Brahmana, who is that angry? He got cursed out from his the first candidate will come, the snake biting it. Okay. So that Brahmana boy, so he the Brahmana days in the form of a takshaka, the snake, flying snake, that comes again. So how correlated the Brahmana comes in, the angry Brahmana comes in the form of a takshaka, and due to that my life here will be disturbed. When that takshaka comes, that time when the snake bites, that time my life here is disturbed. No, you will not think, right? So I will not able to drink the nectar of Krishna's pastime. That therefore, please don't delay tell me about the Krishna. So he said that now I have time till 7 days. And the seventh day that Takshaka snake comes and bite, that is the time I cannot hear anything. Now itself, here King Kulashekhara tells a similar thing. Let my mind immediately enter into the step lotus feet. So Kulashekhara Alvar also, the is the 12th of Sri Parampara. He is glorified. Okay, and release that when death comes. So he is also say that my mind now it's fresh, okay, and it should immediately end. I am at the time of death. I don't know what will be the main condition. I may not surrender. Whatever may happen. I'm life here is not choke, no. So somebody close your mouth. Choking means life here. That is choke. Guarantee that is the time. Okay. Right now